Hello, my friends. I'm just closing the door and I'm just going to go sit. I've just come back from the gym, so I've got a little bit to talk to you about. But oh, here we go. Okay, I'm just gonna take my glasses off so that you can see my eyes and you feel like that I'm not a weird person that's hiding behind my glasses. Anywho, it's actually because of the reflection in my glasses. But the point that I'm here is that basically this chat. I don't know. I reckon it could go for about 5 minutes. So if you've got 5 minutes up your sleeve right now, hang around and just keep listening to this chat because I'm just got a few things that I need to download to you. But if you don't have 5 minutes, totally swipe on by and just come back later because I'll be here. Anywho, the point is that I just got back from the gym. I had a really intense Oh my god, a really intense training session with my personal trainer, and we often focus on balance because I have a vestibular dysfunction and I've got vision issues, I guess. I've had severe diplopia. I've just had surgery on that about 15 months ago or something. And I'm like, or something. It's like, I'm pretty accurate 15 months ago. But anyhow, the point is that I wanted to talk to you about just some of the things that I've just experienced today that kind of really made me think about you and how much I want to talk about this sort of stuff. And I want us to be able to talk about this stuff. Because Annabella, you asked a really interesting question very bravely the other week about people looking at you at the gym and how to cope with that. And so many people pitched in and wrote back to you and uploaded videos. And oh my God, I was just so into the comment section of that call out that you made. It was really good, and I think that finding out how everyone copes is a really, really important thing because we are stronger together, and there's so many answers that we can all find, I guess, together. And the point of this is that basically I want to let you know that I'm with you here. I'm a human. I'm human too. I'm over 8 years post stroke. And I am human. And so I still have times where I manage lots of things, and I have moments where I feel like I've felt a bit weak, and there's moments where I feel really strong. But the point of this is that I want to tell you that just before I felt very weak, and it's not really my comfy spot to sort of tell this stuff, but I'm gonna do it because I think it's very important for us to have this conversation. So I was at the gym working on my own stuff with my trainer. We do specific balance stuff because as I said, I've got a vestibular dysfunction. I have left-sided weakness. I have vision problems. I had diplopia, which is double vision, and I had surgery on that about 15 months ago or something like that. And so I basically had 2 operations in this eye, 1 in this eye, basically to try and get my eyes to start to see one thing. And so when I'm at this closeness, I can see you perfectly. But I wear glasses some of the time, and because I have a nystagmus, which is like an ongoing sense of vertigo that activates for many different reasons, plus the double vision, it's a little bit of a Cirque du Soleil inside my head. But no one knows. No one can tell until I tell them. And that's something that a lot of us have to manage. And so I want to tell you my little story about I was working out, doing some training with my trainer, some specific exercises. And I felt like she was caning me. Like, it was so hard to do some of this stuff. And then we swapped in, like, sort of did alternate sets with this guy at the gym as well, doing some leg work. And I swapped in after, my trainer was like, can we come in and do a set as well, and then you do a set, blah 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 blah. So I then am doing a set, and I'm like, holy guacamole, because it was really heavy, and my left leg shakes a lot particularly when it's tied. It's not as strong as my right leg. And I was going for it, but it was really hard. I was in a lot of pain, and I could just feel this person watching me and sort of just staring, and I just felt really insecure about it because I couldn't quite do what was being asked of me. And then after it, to kind of be nice and maybe just deflect a bit of the awkwardness that I felt for not really being able to do that exercise that well, I was like, oh, well, over to you, because obviously you are like incredibly strong and can do this exercise. And his response was, that's only with one foot. And I was like, it was so, I don't know. I'm a Scorpio, so I don't know if anyone believes in that sort of stuff, but I immediately was like, I feel like you think that I'm weak, and now I'm a bit embarrassed. Anyway, so I moved on, and there was another person also at the gym that just kept looking at me as I was doing exercises, things that I feel really vulnerable about. So like trying to walk on a line is something that I find really challenging, in a straight line, and doing squats, because I have, I find single leg stance really difficult. But I work on it, and usually I'm kind of by myself. I don't have many distractions, but I could feel these people watching me, and I felt really insecure, and I was really frustrated by all of it. And so I was just like, blah, and I just like blurted everything out very quickly, kind of under my breath, but enough so that my trainer could hear. And I was like, there's a lot of people watching me, and I'm really uncomfortable, and it's just, you don't do that at a gym. You just don't look at people. You just leave them be. I don't watch people, blah, blah, blah. And I sort of just like got it out. And then about 5 minutes later, I'd expressed what I thought, and then, I basically had the feeling, I expressed what I thought, and then I just kind of, I don't know, I acknowledged it. I aligned with it. I felt like, I've let the steam out, and now I understand a bit more that the practicality of this situation is just that I'm uncomfortable being looked at right now because I'm feeling vulnerable. And then I basically then was doing some more exercises, and I started to, I looked in the mirror, and I was like, you need to refocus this, Cal. You need to refocus this. So I looked at myself in the mirror. I smiled at myself, feeling like a complete wanker because people were looking at me, and I was like, but either way, that smile triggered me to feel happier, to raise endorphins. If you haven't, there's a TED talk that I'll link you guys to that's amazing about how our physical bodies can change our mindset. Anyway, the point is that I did that. I took a power stance. I was like, I feel good. I got on with it. There's even a bit of footage to support the just after this moment, which I'll show you maybe, but I don't know how good it is.
And you can do it, Caleb. Elbows in. Give me 2 more. Nice and slow. Good. Slow it down. Elbows in. Let's go. One more. Elbows in.
What I'm saying is that, in a very long-winded way, is that I'm human and I'm vulnerable too, but the best thing that I think I could have done was to actively process that and then move on and just keep going. And I did, and I'm happy with that, and I feel a little bit awesome for it, because I've sort of got a process that I do now. I'm like, oh, I've blurted something out. I need to sit with that now. Then I need to really actively refocus my attention so that I can start focusing on that, and that will illuminate the things in my life that I want to be focused on. So I did that. I started to feel happy. I started to feel stronger, and the rest of the day has sort of played out. My eye's a bit bung and it's feeling a bit sore, but there's a plug in there, so fingers crossed I'm gonna keep getting better. Anywho, I want to know from you, what makes you feel awesome? What's a little barrier that you get over, maybe often, where you're do your little celebration, happy dance? Let me know in the comments below, because I want to know that I'm not the only one. I don't think I am, but a lot of us, we've got awesome things to share about this sort of stuff. I look forward to seeing you in the comments, and I will talk to you all very, very soon. Bye!